let us continue playing King of Dragon Pass. We can face this clan. He's about to attempt its 7th hero quest as part of a tribe. Proceed. Looking forward to drinking this year's milk, which will be creamy and plentiful. Excellent. War, trade, herds, destiny, heroism, quests. Oh, and crops. Proceed. The Black Rocks have a new chief, Angori. He is known for his reverence to the deities and his cruelty. The former chief Teresa stepped aside after a trickster under a protection did blasphemous things. Great news about Instrid. Thanks to many trips to local cattle fairs and heartfelt offerings to Isaris, her ability to drive a hard but fair bargain ranks well above any ordinary woman's. Hurrah! Heroic bargaining skills. Right. Quest time, then. We have 2 options here. We can try Humux for Champion, which I recommend Harran for, or we can try Uralda's Blessing. We don't have an appropriate god of either of them, so... Who is it recommending at the moment? Now, Karendra's not bad, actually. She's a good all-rounder. We're going to go with that, Karendra. Fortunately, we don't have... Also, no matter how many worshippers of Uralda we actually have. We've got 2 Orlanthian, they're both old. Oh well. Perform. People have gathered their magic to help propel Karendra into the place of the gods. Karendra is not a worshipper of Uralda, but people hope she will succeed anyway. What do we seek? We seek a herd of cows. Right, we know the answers to this. We need to find a high place and watch them leave. We need to suffer 3 attacks. Excellent. Karendra attempts to enter the 2-legged camp, but the 2-legged bulls try to capture her and pen her up. We need to make the secret sign to Uralda, and it comes from a cave. Uralda noticed the sign in the greeting Uralda gave her. Uralda recognized Uralda as her mother. Then she knew that her plan was right. Life is almost good, Uralda said. My bulls are virile and think they're in charge. When one becomes weak, another one replaces him. Grasses and grains I make for the people are good, but not enough. As my children have this new thing called hunger, and I do not know what to do. Karendra says she has a plan. So Karendra heads back to her people, this time with the Uralda's 2-legged bulls to protect her. She tells the bulls to order the herd to get ready for a journey to the land of the 2 legs. The bulls do not understand why this should be so. There we go. They did not want to be without cows, so they followed, which is something you can always count on bulls to do. In the end, they followed her all the way to 2-legged encampment, where they lived for some time. But then the bulls made a terrible discovery. Some of the cows are disappearing. The bulls have seen the 2 legs cutting up cow bodies, roasting their flesh and devouring it as a cow would devour grass. The bulls come to Uralda trembling, their bravado gone. You tricked us. These 2 legs are just like the biting things, except now we are trapped. A little lost blood is nothing when there is life to be given. The magic of... Oh, darn it. Oh, wait a minute, that was right. Ah! I should have read the rest of that. Oh well, I thought I failed that for the moment. Karendra returns to the land of the mortals. A quest, a successful one despite her wounds. Over the next few days, people from all over Dragon Pass brought us cows, thanking us for having performed the blessings of Uralda's hero quest, bringing health and fertility to everyone's fields. Beneva, head of the prosperous family from the Nwaldi clan, brings you a gift of 5 fine horses, and then says she's engaged in a dispute with members of the Anzani clan over ownership of a prized bull. She assures you that her clan is in the right and hopes you will support her in the upcoming moot, which will hear a case brought by the Anzani. He who promises nothing disappoints no one. Side of the Nwaldings. Legal claims will be quite profitable. For those called to judge them, let the bidding begin. This sounds complicated, and there are precedents to support both sides. No one is generous enough to refuse a reciprocal gift. No one is rich enough that it has to be repaid. Give a reciprocal gift. We're going to give 10 goods. The moot is convened, and the case between the Nwalding and the Anzani clans comes up for judgment. Who do you support? The Nwaldings agreed with us, and the Nwaldings won their case. Excellent. Excellent. Right, so we have now accomplished 7 hero quests. Clan magic is fairly strong. Fire season. We have lots of cows. We have... In fact, we should probably trade for some more cows, actually. So if I remember rightly, we will need more. We're going to send you there. We want to buy cattle, sell goods. And we'll wait till the end of fire season. 40 cows worth of goods, 49 cattle. 3 great Orlanthi windlords or holy warriors come to your Chula. They retell famous stories of Orlanthi adventurer and delight the children with a display of magical flying abilities that Orlanth grants them. Then they ask the ring for help with a secret mission. The nature of the quest is so terrible that we dare not describe it. We need warriors, silver, cows, or a gift of magical power. How can you help us? Orlanth vanquished many terrible foes, and often he did not tell his kinsmen where he was going. These are mighty heroes. Their enemies are even stronger. They deserve our help. They brought cheer to our people. A little silver is the least we can give them. Give them a generous amount of magic. Old handsome men, be generous with our magic, not too generous. A generous amount. He thanks us for our assistance and departs on the wind the next day. Right, nearly 1,000 cows, nearly 1,000 food. Cattle. We just now pretty much have to ensure everything's good. I'm going to send an emissary to give gifts. And we're going to give gifts to the Wildcat clan of 100 food. Sent. They've lavish praise to our gifts. Toasted me in feasting hall. They said our gifts would serve as repayment for a favour we had owed them. Excellent. End of season. Followers of Hunter God Ordalia appear before you to make an offer. Gather many other devotees of Ordalia here and will perform a ritual that will increase the availability of game in this area. Naturally, we expect you to give us a reason to perform this ritual. Accept their favour, give them reciprocal gifts. Let's give them 40 goods. They thanked us for the gifts and departed, telling us that we would know when the ritual had been fulfilled when the forest filled with elk. Was as good as could be expected. Sake of time, rituals we performed on animals had little effect. All the other clans in our tribe suffered low harvests. We have to send caravans to trade for food or be prepared for other clans to be asking for food. Okay, we can be prepared for that. Past dark season. At the Nzani market, your traders are alarmed to see members of your clan bullying Nzani traders. This ruined any chance of making good deals. So when the incident gets around, they figure it will hurt your trading relations throughout the area. The offenders were brothers Baskados, Berngradas, and Barntadus, who are notorious for their hard-heartedness and hostile behaviour. They have brought us one step closer to a feud with the Nzani clan. The Nzani are watching us, see how we treat them. Like most bullies, they are not as good at fighting as they would have you believe. Confiscation will get their attention. People have been outlawed for lesser offences. Very arrogant, they will react very poorly to threats. Actions lead us close to war. I didn't have an opinion on this. Was that the last one? They promised to mend their ways. We shall see. So, we're coming to storm season. We have nearly 1,000 cattle. We're definitely heading out of patrols now. We could try a raid on the Thunder Ducks. There's not a lot of need to, actually. Let's just go and explore our Chula a little. Not with you. I'll send Robosart. 3 and 12. Slowly. Didn't find anything. Alright, past the rest of storm season. They were successful. Hunting does seem to be excellent of late. Suffered a punishing attacks from the Tannerhearts. They slew many of Vostang weapon thanes. Took plenty of cattle and trade goods when they left. Right. 1364. We are going to save the game here, I feel. I do have backup LP saves. We're just going to go to backup 23.1. 231. Reason for this. He dies, we're in big trouble. Especially if you don't have any Orlanthi to replace him. Heroism, destiny. Trade, war, herds, crops. Go. If we do not have any Orlanthi here, we are doomed. Baron Wolf, you're now leader of the clan. Unfortunately, we're going to have to try and become king again, so that's not good. We do have a Lank in my replacement. Reorganize. In fact, sorry. No, we'll worry about this in a bit. See him on as well. Take his abuse. Right. Restore. 231. Right, proceed. Oh, that's changed. Oak leaves fell off trees early, but nobody can see what that meant. War trade. Could have been 2 to health, just on the off chance it might do something. Errors and destiny herds. Proceed. Yay, he survived. Excellent. Right. So we now have done everything we can. If it doesn't happen this year, it probably means we're going to have to go and have you kill, let you die, and then try and get a new king. But we don't have any nobles of Orlanth, which is a problem. Past sea season, nothing happened at all. Which is a little surprising. Let's see. Cattle ought to know when they ought to go home and then leave the pasture. While he makes the best beer. We should really go on a raid. In fact, we're going to go on a raid. We haven't raided you anywhere near enough this LP. I'm sure everybody will agree. So 175, we're going to send 16 weapon thanes, 44 auxiliaries, raid. We're facing only 6 weapon thanes here apparently. 1 we're going to kill. No, we're going to plunder. Maneuver. We outmaneuvered the Grey Foxes and gained a superior position. After the first few confused moments of the fighting, your leaders realised the Grey Foxes are more determined than you had expected. Robazard is the nearest to the warriors who appeared likely to flee at any moment. Robazard prayed to Hux for strength and courage. Hux heard a prayer. Our warriors followed Robazard's lead and slashed into the Grey Foxes. God of Death, of course, does not choose sides. What? What have the Grey Foxes got? Because they haven't won a battle with them in ages. Okay, Desrada, a member of the Enzani Ring, comes looking for warriors to join a hunting party. The Shula is terrorized by a gigantic and dangerous creature called the Black Worm. We have 3 cows with goods to each warrior willing to help. My ancestors stay clear of anything involving dragons, dragonkin, so should we. In fact, actually, that is a fair point. We're going to refuse that. Thanks for your entries and continue on our way. We gained a point of magic for that. Alright, skip fire season. Charles saw a massive group of Tusk Raiders galloping towards your Chula on giant boar mounts. People are frightened. Some of them accuse Fade Arts. The warrior cursed where of Tusk Riders' fates with alerting them due to Chula's location. He scoffs at this accusation and offers to ride out to the Tusk Riders and negotiate with them. Perhaps I can make some use of this cursed face and convince them to turn back their assault. We can send them against our enemies in the Gendesti clan. Tuskers are fierce and stupid. If we immediately counterattack, we stand a chance of breaking them into a rout. If they stay their hand, anyone can stay their hand, it will be Fade Art. Cannot be a traitor, for he hates the undead as much as I do. You look a bit undead, actually. I'm willing to let him negotiate. Patrollers watched nervously as Fade Art rode out. For a moment it looked as if Tuskers would ride right over him, but then they stopped and parleyed. We anxiously looked on as Fade Art gestured and snorted at the Tusk Rider leaders. They just snorted in return. Finally he turned away and the assault was averted. Fade Art returned to us and everyone asked him how he had convinced them to leave. I tricked them. I claimed to be a favoured son of their terrible god, and that in my presence here was part of the plan. I told them that he would curse them if he raided us. He would give them the ugly, monstrous faces of humans. Many toasts were made to Fade Art that night, and people rejoiced in the good fortune. You again! Oh, darn it. Here the weapon veins of the Hendarts that killed the worm and the Enzani were after us to kill for them. Many of them were hurt, but they gained a fabulous trophy. Right, how are we doing for things? Nothing to add, we're just going to pass then. 2 clans of your tribe bring disputes before the king for adjudication in the hopes of avoiding an expensive moot before a full tribal... before a full tribal moot. Garnavena of the Wildcat clan accuses Coralman of the molding of unfair trade practices. It is that while Coralman was negotiating the purchase of a large number of horses from the Wildcats, he left a magical listening wind in the Wildcat clan hall, allowed him to hear the Wildcat traders confer with one another and name the minimum price. Garnamina wants Coleman to return 1 in 5 horses as penalty for unfair dealing. Well, I guess I'm more discontented than the tribe and the Mouldings. Must recapture their favour by siding with them. Praised us for seeing with an unclouded eye, and gifted us with half the horses we had ordered Coleman to turn over to her. Coleman's face lost his usual smile, but he said nothing against our verdict. Tusk Riders are... okay, 2. Kill as many as possible. Charge. Oh dear. What has happened to all of our battle luck here? We're just... Alright, just need to hire some more weapon veins. Recruit. Cast. Curse was not repeated. We're out of free magic. 24 weapon veins now. And we're going to skip Dark Season. We've over 1,000 cattle, 1,000 goods. How is the tribe doing here? Tribe's mood is splendid. Excellent. Yeah, pass. 2 unknown people come to you seeking temporary refuge. They appear to be foreigners. We'll have the chief sponsor them as guests. Right. So that's the end of the season. What I might do is do the hero quest for Hamuk now, just because I can. And because I found we need to. I'll think about this. Anyway, till next time then.